What? Whoa. What is this? But I built... Mo what? Uh... Okay, Helper hits. Thank you for that. Welcome back, everyone. This is Shadow Drake, and I didn't realize the... I did a lot of stuff, and I finished before the update, and I didn't realize that the helper hints were actually there, so that was surprising. Did I throw this on the ground yet? I probably did not. Okay, so this is going to be a recap video before I get on to the main meat and potatoes. Let's see. So, I've been very busy, and right now I am... Ooh, those are done. Insulated liquid pipes. 20 stacks of them. Go. As you can see, I have over 1,800 kilograms of silicon in there. I've been very busy. I've taken the time to really mess around with stuff. Before I left, I had literally filled up my iron silo, and so I just had to do a whole ton of smelting. And as you can tell, I am prepping myself for the big trade hanger stuff, and I know I'm going to need all of these insulated pipes. And more. So let's go over what I've kind of done. I had to shut this off because I've decided the best way for me to smelt a ton of stuff is to make literal mining backpacks filled with the reagents for stuff. As you can tell, I actually burned through quite a lot of materials. And these are empty because I haven't filled them yet. And as far as super alloys go, the only one I could make is literally stellite. But I made a ridiculous amount of steel. See, these are my cooling steel. These are my Inconel and Astraloy steel. And my rockets are doing good. See, this is filled. I'm actually debating about building another centrifuge to process this. And this was full, and I got it down to 200, I guess, a centrifuge unloaded. My coal, I didn't really bring it down as much. Silicon is still good. Copper is okay. My gold, I brought down quite a bit, and silver just barely touched. But now I have no nickel, still a lot of lead, and not much cobalt, so I'm basically on a standstill. But I did manage to put a ridiculous amount of steel and Invar and other stuff in here. It's kind of ridiculous. I got really busy. Two storms have happened, which allowed me to really see how well the large trade pads go. This guy is still here, but I mean, oh, that's right, an update happened, so that means all of this re-rolled. So as you can see, I got a lot of steel in here, a lot of solder. Didn't really make much Constantin, made a lot of Electrum, Invar, and some Stellite. So this at least starts getting me closer towards being able to, you know, make my million retirement. I actually sold quite a bit. I'll sell later. And unfortunately, it looks like these run out of batteries 2 days before a new storm happens. And like I said, a storm happened recently. All of that jazz. Let's see. What else can I show off? Okay. I didn't really do much more wiring. Are my rockets still here? Alright, so basically my gas mining rocket is not really doing much. Same with that. I finally changed this all to transmitters, so I don't need these anymore. They're actually commented out in the code. But basically, this is completely automated. They will launch themselves and go, and I will get to that momentarily. Because I got to the point where I had quite a lot of stuff. I think, yeah, it's dangerous ice time. And I mine quite a bit of water that this actually cooled down. It was about 300 Celsius. I have a lot of water. It's awesome. But what this in turn is doing is now I have a ridiculous amount of water being made. And as you can see, this is hot. Absolutely hot. My Sterlings are literally keeping my generator room filled. It's kind of amazing. So my generator room is quite literally running off of my Sterlings. I had to add a large station battery here, 2 more over here, and get another 2 over here. Because of the way that the Sterlings basically... There goes my rocket. It's gonna go get something. Dang. As you can see, 8 kilowatts there, 8 kilowatts there, 8 kilowatts there. Not as much, but my Sterlings are literally producing a ridiculous amount of power. Oh wow, that's different. Literally, 31 kilowatts. And yet I'm only pushing out 15 kilowatts. So I'm actually in power... like, quite literally getting too much power. Like, I built extra station batteries to absorb it as much as possible. And yeah, the GFGs are on, but just barely. And yeah. It's insane just how much this is generating. And I'm okay with that. Let's see. And so I'm building a ridiculous amount of pipes because next up is going to be working on the hangar, and I'm gonna need a ton of pipes. What else have I done? I completely forgot about the chicken in here. It's probably dead. Oh no, it's still alive. With a lot of eggs. Okay. Egg, egg, egg. I'm surprised. You might be my first chicken that's gonna survive to adulthood. Oh yeah, and I also cool down the base. As you can see, it's back to 25 Celsius. I literally just let the cold air cool the base down. But I'm sure the biggest thing that I spent a lot of time in, is, besides all the smelting, is I finally got this whole setup going for tracking down traders. So like, for example, well, I realized I came across an interesting thing. For some reason, I need to program a little jiggle button. I'm not kidding. I need to program a button that jiggles the dishes because for some reason the Y is stuck on that. I don't know why. It just is. So I need to program a jiggle button for that. That way I can use it to properly find far tier traders. And I kind of wanted to show that off. If, you know, I remembered to put the jiggle button. I did spend quite a lot of time. And the whole reason for the jiggle button is it's just to do this. Done. It jiggled. That's it. And I gotta do that for all the dishes because sometimes when a trader re-rolls, it's just like the dishes don't quite understand what the comparison should be. And so they get stuck. And for some reason, pointing straight up, everything is 90 degrees off of the vertical, which is impossible. Oh, wait, we'll go in there last. Alright, so as you can see, now everything is no longer at 90 degrees, so let's find. Let's do Galactic Gush. So it's 52 from the vertical. Let's see, Z plus does not see Galactic Gush, so it's not close to C+. X plus does not see Galactic Gush. It's X minus sees it, but it's 84 off. C minus 47 off. All right, so C minus, X minus. So probably that way. Wow, Galactic Gush. Okay, so then that means this would be about 50. Yeah, that's about right. That means my large mirror should be pretty close. Yeah, 28. Galactic Gush. It's a 3 by 3. Okay, so let me see. C minus is 47, so that's about, yeah. That's about 180. 10, 20, 30, 40. Because X minus is 80, so that's about right. Oh, there goes a rocket. Yeah, now I can see Galactic Gush. But unfortunately, I still haven't gotten it close, because I need to get the exact signal ID for all of this to work correctly. That's kind of the annoyance. The, the issue with my traders, my trade pad, is that, see, I'm close. I'm 31 off, but I'm 222 and 50, and I don't really 48, 59, 11. I just need to work on this a little bit more. I kind of wish that 51, yep, that's it right there. 51704. Alright, so 51704. So apparently it's about 206 and 42. 206 and 42. That should be Galactic Gush. Don't know that it'll make it there. I moved it quite a bit. Oh. It's pretty close. 14. That's not bad. But, 14 is 48 seconds, so I can contact them and be okay. So yeah, it's a really good approximation. But yeah, just gotta fix that. Anyways, that's gonna at least allow me to scan down far tier traders. And relatively easy thing. But now let's go back to the rockets. Yeah, I got all of this working. This is the big thing. So I got my status displays here. It tells me where they are. Scanner rocket is 11. Gas rocket is at whatever this location is. Ore rocket is doing something here. My battery status looks like ore rocket is red. Fuel status is green for all of them. The drill head status, gas rocket is bad. Ore rocket is not okay. It looks like ore rocket is mining because it's at 91. Gas rocket is mining. It's at 22. Interesting. And I can kind of go back to this. So gas miner rocket, you are there. Yep, you're mining. I can see that. Ore rocket is gold fragments. Yep, you're mining gold, and I can see that you're kind of working on that there. Yep. Battery is 16%. Once it hits 15, it's gonna go. Oh, I realized something that was wrong too. Apparently, when I did my logic for checking the battery, I needed that data connection on the battery line. Go figure. So that was a mistake on my part. So I actually got my rockets down to almost critical battery, and I was wondering why they never recharged. So now, surprisingly enough, Umbilical control chip is actually grabbing the battery data because it can see that, and then pushing it to the rockets themselves so they know when they're about to run out of batteries. It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. But I'm glad I did that because now I'm debating whether I would actually just swap these to high speed heads to, mine faster. Where the heck is Scanner Rocket going? You're going to Lost Moon, Retrograde, that one. Okay, I see what you're doing. Oh, yeah, and then the location tracker. So, 2 is my ore miner, 1 is my gas miner, and 0 is my scanner. And it tells you what locations I have on here. Okay, so that's not going to go anywhere else. Are these scanned? Yeah, they are. Okay. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So let's see. 26, 133. So let's see. 133. Let's put 26. And I use this to push. Now it's there. If I want 27, I'll just go 27. Push. Now it's got that. 28. Push. Got it. And if I don't want those locations, it's going to, I have a reset button right here to clear it. So now, I think I just need signs so that I can say, this is what these are. But yeah. So, where's Ore Rocket? Ore Rocket should be coming back soon. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time doing this. Brief overview. Let's find it. Okay, where are you? Status push housing. Import. Just because it was quite a lot. Did a lot of defines, a lot of aliasing to find my colors because I really don't like the color .blue. Don't know why. And then I have to reinitialize the stack. Oh, but I had to put a lot of data for my stack so that so I used 30 points in the stack. So the first 30 is for the first rocket. The next 30 is the next rocket, and yada yada. So 0 to 10 is statuses about miner heads or cargoes. So I push any cargoes or miner heads in the rocket in that point. 10 to 20 is going to have status for like the fuel tank, battery names, landing house chip, location housing, action housing, main housing, and finally the avionics name because it helps get me. I need to get the statuses. And then finally, 20 to 30 would be, well, don't know why I have cargo. Cargo status, drill head status, fuel status. Oh, right, that's the indicators. My bad. 20 to 30 are the indicators that go with that rocket. So there's a cargo, the cargo name. So, cargo name, action name, main location, landing, current location, battery status, fuel status, drill head status. Yeah, I forgot about that. And so I had to do that for all the rockets, and as you can see, I still have some data in here. But ugh, it was quite a thing, and it actually kind of flowed pretty nice. Just start at the top, pop, 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 lots of pops, and then just grab that. This battery calculate is, a subroutine just to figure out what the colors would be, and I messed stuff up here as typically that I do. I always mess stuff up in my stack stuff. Actually, oh, I guess I'm hungry. Actually, the biggest mess that I made was somehow for my loops over here, I completely forgot to loop. Like, I literally just caused an endless loop and I was not getting my cargo or drill head loop, and it just confused the mess out of me. But yeah. Yep, oh yeah, look, ore mining rocket is coming back home. We're gonna be here for this one. Still functioning as before. It's coming back. It's going to do the landing pad thing, and now it's coming down. Yep, look at that. Scary, but recovers. It's perfect. while it's coming down, location pusher is actually pretty interesting. So these codes, I hard limited them, but it actually is interesting because it's supposed to be 11, then 3, 3, 1, 28, but I made it so that even if I just have that, it's still 11, 3, 1, 28. See, 11, 3, 1, 28. So long as these are non-zero values, they count, and that took a little bit of planning, but I'll share that one. Come on now. I know it's a lot of data. Gotta eat too. So the biggest thing was looking at the dials, and then so long as the dial was a non-zero number, non-zero, we add it to. Oh, okay, so here's what it did. This is what it did. So I started with 11, then I divided it by 100. So now my number is 0.11. Then I add, if this is a non-zero value, I add it. So now it's 3.11 divided by 100. That gives me the zero for the code. And then I keep doing this down the list, and once I get down past this one, then it combines the code together and multiplies by all the hundreds I divided, and boom, got my code. Then I just push it, and it works surprisingly well. So ore mining rocket. Do you have a spot you're going back to? 22030311. And you're coming down. See? Boom. My umbilicals are exporting. Going out. Ore rocket should be doing stuff. This takes a while to update. See? Stuff is coming out. Ore rocket, where are you going next? Over there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. See, it's recharging. All of that fun stuff.
Hydration critical.
Oh, gotta go eat. No, am I actually gonna start taking health damage? No, I'm not. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, I've done quite a lot. It's amazing to me how much of the base is self-automated. The only thing I have to do is actually change the drill heads as they go out. And I actually put a drinking fountain here. I forgot about this. That still doesn't work, but the quick still works. That's fine. Charging, fuel, that's fine. So like the miner heads. So 56%, 42%, 44%. One of them is dead, is at 0. I'm pretty sure once I replace it, it's going to be okay. I'm curious though. I'm gonna change one of those to, that was miner 1. I'm gonna change it to a high-speed miner head. It is really cool. Or mineral head? High speed. Let's build one. That's a lot of pipes. That way you'll be able to see that that light should change to green once it realizes that this is in good condition. Now, hangar doors. No, you don't have it. You're the one that has hangar doors, right? Yeah, kit hangar doors is the pipe in. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Alright, let's go and do that. I have one last thing to show off before I resume. But like I said, this is a debrief video, absolutely optional. I'm amazed just how good the automation can get behind stuff. Alright, so is one up here? Alright, Rocket, you are... Yeah, you're the one that's at 0, so... Swap. And... Yep, you see? Green. Green for the miner head. Now, it's looking at the average statuses of all the miners on there, so depending on how it is, you know, their overall status just determines how good or bad it is. Alright, so I have a ridiculous amount of volatiles now. Almost 30 megapascals. Lot of fuel. Still making liquid fuel. Still making... No, I'm not making anything here. It's just still condensing because it's being cooled down. NOS fuel is still a temp. Oxygen fuel is still there. As you can see, I have almost 16,000 nitrous oxide. Oh, and let me share with you the final thing that I did. Apparently, I did not code this properly over here. Yeah, surprise, surprise. So what ended up happening is this chip actually got stuck in state 3 after it finished emptying this pipe because of, you know, improper... You know, because if I had other... You know, the CO2 there is bad. And so it actually empties it out. But after it emptied out this pipe, it got stuck in state because I never put away to leave step 3. So it actually got stuck here. And I came down here when I had 3,800 liters of nitrous oxide. I was that close to this thing exploding by the time I realized it. And I freaked out, came down here, tried to fix it, and barely caught it in time. But I have a lot of nitrous. And this works remarkably well. And I still don't have near enough pollutants, but whatever. Alright. So, that kind of catches up. I did a lot of things. 20 in-game days that I spent. Quite a lot of stuff to fix and do and automate. If you know, I don't mind going over stuff that I've done. Oh man, that's full. I might need to tell my miner rocket to stop grabbing stuff now. I might actually need to do that. Alright, so in order to do that, the best thing that I can do is just temporarily shut off the main housing. Because right now it's still charging. Location it wants to go to is the Copper Asteroid, which I don't know that I technically need that. 2. You have no other location stored. Oh, yeah, look. It's more silicon, more dangerous ice. Gold fragments. This is dead. Can delete it. What about you? That's not dead yet. That's fine. Oh, why am I... Okay, yeah. So, gas miner is getting water because I'm trying to fill up my water in preparation for the hangars. That's why I have an overabundance of power. This still needs nickel. Base yield of 4, let's delete that. Large lead, that's good. I know I got plenty of nickel. This is a base yield of 4, that's not bad. Okay, scanner rocket. You're gonna go to core 33311. So 333, and if I put you above 28, yep. All right, scanner rocket. Where are you going next? You're gonna go to core next. There we go. All right. I need nickel. I did not realize just how much nickel I need, so I'm gonna tell ore mining rocket to not go there. Instead, go grab some nickel right here. And then I'll add, and then that's it. Alright, so I'll do that. It's gonna take some charging. But it's charging. See, that's the beauty of this. I can modify things, how it's gonna go. Oh, let me show you another thing that I forgot apparently. So, you see how this is total ore mine? I of course screwed up the instruction for how to do this again. So I've been trying to keep an eye on this so that I only mine how much it has and then leave. Yeah, I done goofed and actually mined it until density hit 0. So I actually had a rocket almost run out of power because of that. Sad. Anyways, that's it for the recap. And now we're just going to go to the hangar. We're gonna start working on the big hangar. So, I'm just gonna go back to sleep, because that's a good place to start. And now wonder about these helper hands, because apparently some stuff got ticked off and others not. That's weird. I'm debating on turning off my deep miners at this point. Oh. I think the developers changed something too. Alright, I'll see you back and when I continue.